undercover informants to police this protest here. Now, this was first reported by the Oregonian. Today, I got a chance to ask PPB about this use of undercover informants. We're going to go check in with some of the protesters and see what their reaction is to this. So we're going to go cross the street right now. You can also have a little look here at what's going on. Maybe about 30 people here at the protest today. A lot of those inflatable animals you've been seeing. And we're going to step over here and talk to some of the protesters that have already agreed to talk about this topic here. We're going to step over here. Hey, since we're filming, oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Okay.
I mean, you might still have the licenses to it because it should be owned by ABC.
No, I appreciate you turning it up a little bit, just so we can get your voice more clearly. What is your first and last?
My first name is Aaron. My last name is McCall Stanley.
Can you spell that for us?
Yeah, it's MACHOLL-STANLEY.
And then, as you're hearing about the Portland Police Bureau using undercover informants, how do you feel about it?
It doesn't surprise me, but I'm genuinely upset that they're trying to infiltrate what is ostensibly a peaceful protest to try and instigate and create hostility. I've seen several people that come out here, they'll hang out and just yell slurs or try and antagonize people. I've had people try to ask me to play strange songs that I can't really verify the source lyrics from, and I'm just trying to make sure that we're staying as peaceful but still ridiculous as we can to show to these fascists that we're not going to stand by and let them kidnap our family members, our neighbors, and fellow countrymen.
So PPB says that they're using these informants to arrest people who are committing crimes. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a gross misuse of funds and time. If we're going to be going after people who are committing crimes, then we need to do so legally and not just by sneaking into the crowd and setting up people who are going to intentionally antagonize the system and make it look violent when it's clearly not.
Does it change the way that you protest?
When I first came out here, I was wearing a bright red cowboy hat, but it became abundantly clear that just looking ridiculous was going to benefit the situation a whole lot more. And so I've added the hat. I've brought back some previous costume designs that I have used in the past.
So what I mean is, knowing that PPB has informants in the crowd, does it change the way that you protest?
It only changes in the way that if people come up to me and request a song, I try to verify what the content of that song is. I still try to treat everybody out here with respect and love and make sure that we all go home safe at the end of the day, because that's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
You had agreed that you would chat with us a little bit about the PPB's use of undercover informants here at ICE facility. How do you feel about it?
I think PPB should really be on our side instead of helping these clowns. Sorry, repeat the question?
Yeah, so court documents reveal that the Portland Police Bureau is using undercover informants to arrest people who are allegedly committing crimes at the protests. How do you feel about that?
I think that's really stupid, and that's not what they should be doing. They should be protecting the community. They shouldn't be working undercover for these people, helping make these targeted arrests. Because a lot of times these targeted arrests they're for minor infractions, things that aren't even illegal. We're just here peacefully protesting. Like, I've watched people get tackled for just not even standing over the blue line. They could be like standing right behind and they just get tackled anyway. And if they're using other people going undercover to look for these people, that's kind of sick and twisted.
Okay, so Portland Police Bureau says that they are arresting people who have committed crimes. Some of those arrests are like assaults on counter-protesters or things like that, or alleged assaults, I should say. Does that change what you think about it?
Well, I do agree that we shouldn't be assaulting agitators just as much as they shouldn't be assaulting us. I mean, the whole reason the agitators come is to provoke us and cause these fights, just to make our cause look bad. And if they're going to be going after people who assault agitators, they should be going after agitators who assault us too. They should make it fair at least.
What are your concerns with the use of undercover informants?
Um, I think it could be easily abused to target people, innocent people, who, it could easily be abused to just further continue this assault on the First Amendment. I think it's dangerous. It's a very slippery slope.
What do you think that any of your attitudes here will change as a result of that?
I think we're going to keep fighting. I mean, we're just going to work on ignoring the agitators, and we're all out here taking the same risks, and honestly, fighting for freedom and our constitutional rights is the biggest of them, the most important thing. So that's what we're really worried about. We're going to keep fighting the good fight.
Knowing that there are people here who are undercover that may not be who you think they are, is that going to change any of your attitude here?
Honestly, no. I'm willing to take the risks. I believe very strongly in fighting against injustice. I've always had a very strong sense of justice myself. And yeah, I don't care. I'm coming out here. I'm fighting for freedom. I'm fighting the good fight anyway, because that's what's important. Because we can't give up. If we give up, then we let the enemy win. We let the bad guys win, and we can't let that happen.
Sorry, I didn't ask you. What is your name?
Shell.
How do you spell that?
Chell. It's just short for Michelle.
Okay. Do you want to share her last name?
Nah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we're doing interviews about PPB's use of undercover officer informants here at the ICE protest. I'm wondering if that's something you want to comment on. We just reported on it today. It was first reported by the Oregonian. Court documents are showing that Portland Police Bureau is using undercover informants to police the protests here.
Do you want comments about that?
Yeah, do you want to give a comment? Okay, and we are live, just FYI, we're live right now. No, we are live right now. We're streaming, yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that people should be proud of what they do, and people should be able to show who they are, and if they're not proud, then maybe they should think about what they're doing.
So specifically, when it comes to the use of undercover informants to police the facility, what do you think about that?
I think that you should be proud of what you're doing, and so you shouldn't have to be undercover. And if you're not proud of what you're doing, then maybe you should really think hard about what you're doing. So there shouldn't be a need to be undercover, because you should be on the right side of history.
Do you have any questions or concerns specifically with it?
I think we have a lot of ongoing concerns about how this community is being treated, how nonviolent, peaceful speaking out about real concerns is being met with violence and escalation tactics.
And when it comes to your attitude and when you're protesting here, do you feel like that's going to change knowing that there are people who are undercover potentially?
Well, unlike some people, I don't do things that I'm ashamed of, because I try and do the right thing and be honest. And so I think as someone that does only peaceful actions, I wouldn't change my actions.
Did you want to add any comments?
She's got it.
Okay.
Like, regardless of the agitators, regardless of anybody that's undercover, like, people are, you've got ethics, you've got morals, and you can pretty much see that no one's ever really done anything that crosses the line. So if there's anybody that's undercover, they can get detained, they can get tackled, but I don't know, everybody else is peacefully protesting.
Some of the arrests that the undercover people have spoken about are crimes alleging to have assaulted some of the counter-protesters here.
And a lot of those charges have been dropped because nothing is actually happening. Not just that, but there are people up there that are documenting what's going on. Everybody has an iPhone that can record what's going on, and you can clearly see that, you know, those people didn't actually do anything. So maybe 1984 is a good thing.
Do any of you guys want to give a comment? Okay. So we are going to have this live in our broadcast tonight at 5 and 6, so you can tune in there for more information on this. There's also a link in this post with more information about the use of undercover informants by the Portland Police Bureau and their responses to my questions about that. It's in the link in this post right now. For now, live at the ICE facility, Cristina Giardinelli, KATU News.